Menu narration option is set to off.
Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Straight ahead, it's wild card weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Indianapolis Colts.
Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. At the 40-yard line. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Off Play action. Fields. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
So great throw right there. And what a regular season this rookie had. Piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title. And they get the home game here in round 1 of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, you're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence in him as you've professed. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here. As so many defensive coaches have told you and me, all gas, no brakes. Let it rip.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Chargers' 48-yard line.
Come on.
Back to throw. Fields.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Kenneth Murray. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
At the Chargers' 26-yard line.
To throw is Fields. He's got the tight end, Morale counts. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on his first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Good rush, good rush, good rush. That's it. 45 to Mike. I know he ain't got it. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Now it's Fields. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
They gonna need some therapy after this. 45 to Mike. You. 45. Mike, 45.
Here's Fields. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They snap it to Fields. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And the Chargers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
We're scoreless after one.
With no score.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 42 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. There he goes again. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Chargers will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
makes the score Chargers 7, Colts nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. But he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights on in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Mike, 53. 53 for Mike. 53 for Mike. Better break. You better break. Let me know.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Unique Ngakoue. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Herbert. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a hit. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Get in the way. Watch the eye. Check 13. Check 13. No. Hey. Rush in. Rush in.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
At the 4-yard line. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
From the gun, here's Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the ball. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Herbert now. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Now Herbert off the bootleg. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. He is out of bounds inside the 35. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Herbert back to the air. Throw right side, complete to Williams. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Get off the field.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Second and goal from inside the 5. A give, Eckler running to the right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. A handoff, it's Eckler, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Dustin Hopkins on for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
And Hopkins' kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
You got trips, you got 3.
Fields on 1st down. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. A final shot before the break. Fields. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Gaud.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams trying close as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who was not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Mikey, 18. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
They'll run here with Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Jump, 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 jump.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Now room for Eckler. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another 1st down run right there.
3 down, 3 down. Kill. Spawn. No.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0.
Chargers 17, Colts nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Offense at the line and set to go. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Fields. Steps away. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
3 buzz. 40.
One play action. Fields rolling to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Watch QB jump. Watch QB jump. Slam. Tight dog. Hard. Slam. He's coming. Double up.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
third down throw incomplete as well. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Eckler, they run left side. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, and being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
168 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First down.
On the give, this is Eckler. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw into the hands of his receiver, Guyton. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The strong windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Well, this drive, they're perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Pushes him over. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Chargers 24, Colts nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return is Hines. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Here's Fields. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Akeem Hicks, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Hey, come on, now, come on, now. 45's the mic. Too little, Cup. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
3rd down.
Once more, here's Eckler. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
4th down.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Colts pick it up. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Well, I know he doesn't want a fumble loss by his name, but it was 4th down. I don't think he was going to get to the marker anyway.
I think he just hired you as his attorney because you have just argued that this fumble is actually okay.
I'm just saying not all fumbles are created equal, and the defense would have had the ball there anyway.
Okay, so the defense gets credit now, right? Someone gets a nice little mark by their name, but it really doesn't hurt the other guy because he wasn't getting there anyway. I like that. Good job.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
45.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. It's gonna be a long day on this. It's gonna be a long one. Mike 9.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
49's the muscle. Defense wins championships, baby. Mike's 49.
Out of the gun, Fields. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
45. Check 45 the mic. Check 45 the mic. Shot. I got you. 45's the mic. Know your job. Hey, check.
On fourth down, Fields. That's to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 45's the mic. 45's the mic. Not today, you are. Not today. 45. Mike, 45.
On first and 10, here's Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field. 49. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. Squeeze, double.
Fields throwing again.
Right here.
Steps away to his left. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
On first down, Fields. One last shot at the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. We saw this play last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
They'll let Taylor try and run. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.